Something strange is happening within Venus, Earth's evil twin, and it could mean the planet is alive. Venus might be hell. But it's not a dead planet. Amid surface temperatures of up to 471 degrees Celsius and surface pressures 100 times greater than those on Earth, new research suggests the planet might still be alive. It could have once hosted life, and it might still do. In the new findings, scientists think they've finally spotted evidence of a new type of tectonic activity on Venus. The findings only fuel more excitement behind the new Venus missions recently approved by NASA and the European Space Agency. Those missions will launch by the end of the decade. Will the next Venus missions tell us about habitable worlds elsewhere? Watch this video to find out. I'm Majed Tafor, and this is my YouTube channel El Dorado, where mystery and science meet to fathom the unknowable. Watch it, like it, subscribe to it.
Da Vinci Plus and Veritas, NASA's two missions to Venus, may teach us about the planet's ungodly fate. In the process, we may also learn how rare habitable worlds are in this universe. As our exoplanet discoveries continue to pile up, and we've spotted over 11,000 possible exoplanets so far, the need to learn whether an Earth-sized planet is more likely to look like Earth, or more likely to look like Venus has become crucial. Most scientists agree that any habitable exoplanets would need to have water. With surface temperatures of 471 degrees Celsius and surface pressures 89 times worse than Earth's, it seems impossible that water might have once existed on Venus. But Venus and Earth are about the same size, same ages, and scientists' best guess is they are made of comparable materials and were born with very similar starting conditions. Venus is 30% closer to the Sun than Earth, which is significant but not overwhelmingly so. And yet after 4.5 billion years, these two planets have fared very differently. In fact, there's mounting evidence that Venus might have been home to water long ago. The new missions will look for ancient water flow features on the surface to understand whether it possessed the conditions that are essential for habitable conditions. Scientists believe Earth and Venus may have been two habitable worlds side by side for an unknown amount of time in our solar system. Although Venus is uninhabitable today, the fact that it may have been habitable at one point means it wasn't always destined for such a hellish fate if circumstances broke a little more favorably. And that's good news for how scientists evaluate distant exoplanets. Looking beyond the solar system, this might also suggest habitable planets are more common than previously anticipated. There are two leading theories for what happened to Venus, and they both have implications for what might be expected on other exoplanets. The first is that Venus started off as a hot mess from the get-go and never relented. Then there's a new theory that if few small tweaks in these planets' climates are made, they can develop hemisphere-long cloud forms that consistently face against the host star, reflecting a lot of stellar heat. It's a complicated hypothesis, full of caveats. People who buy into it think what probably happened on Venus is that a massive amount of volcanic activity overwhelmed the planet with carbon and turned the atmosphere 96% carbon dioxide. Da Vinci Plus will descend into Venus and directly probe the atmosphere's chemistry and composition, as well as image the surface on its way down. It should be able to collect the type of data that helps tell scientists whether Venus really was wet earlier in its life. The Veritas orbiter will interrogate the geology of the planet. The most exciting target might be the tessera, heavily deformed highland regions that are thought to be the oldest geologic features on the planet. NASA hopes Veritas would spot evidence of ancient oceans. The next missions will change how scientists think about Venus. It's an exciting time for them to figure out if Venus is the once and future Earth. It's hard to understand why NASA has not been more bullish about going back to Venus in such a long time. It's true that Venus has always been a tough bugger to explore because of its hostile environment. When the Soviet Union landed the Venera 13 probe on the planet in 1982, it lasted 127 minutes before it was destroyed. And yet, scientists know that conditions there weren't always so harsh. Venus and Earth are known to have started as similar worlds with similar masses, and both reside in the habitable zone of the Sun, the region where it's possible for liquid water to exist on a planet's surface. But only Earth became habitable, while Venus turned into a hellscape. Today, scientists seem determined to know why. The new missions will help them fundamentally answer the question, why is our sibling planet not our twin? Last year, a huge development encouraged NASA to take Venus exploration more seriously: the prospect of finding life. In September 2020, scientists announced that they had potentially discovered phosphine gas, which is known to be produced by biological life, in Venus's atmosphere. Those findings came under enormous scrutiny in the ensuing months, and now it's not quite clear whether the phosphine readings were real. But all the excitement fostered discussion to the effect that finding extraterrestrial life was perhaps possible on Venus. This tantalizing new prospect put Venus at the forefront of the public's mind by finally breaking the Venus curse. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Be safe and bye for now.